Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you can see my screen, which I have shared with my presentation, and you can hear me properly. If you can see and hear me properly, can you just write it down on the chat? Oh, okay, elimination already confirmed. Thank you. So thank you so much for joining today's meditation. Okay. So thank you so much for joining today's, not meditation, but webinar. And after, obviously, the webinar, we're going to have a Theta Healing meditation. So today's topic, we're going to talk about living in the moment. What does it really mean? Why we have blocked living in the moment? And what are the benefits that you will get when you will learn how to live in the moment? And also we will discuss why so many people struggle to live in the moment, why we have always anxiety and stress about the past, and why we are overwhelmed about the future. This is where we get either stuck in the past and the future, and we just can't live in our present. And that causes lots of health issues. Obviously, it brings stress and anxiety, and if it can go, and you can also experience what we call compulsive worry and fear. Compulsive worry and fear creates friction in your body, and when there is friction in your body becomes acidic. And when your body becomes acidic, what happens is that your body immune system start going against you and start creating what we call autoimmune diseases. As we all know that doctors don't have cure for them. They will tell you it's a condition that you have, and it is a condition that you will live with your life. So that's why it's very important to understand what does it mean by living in living in the moment, and how we can get rid of the inability of not being able to live in the moment. That is one of the important things that we will discuss in this webinar. So first of all, let's understand what does it mean by when we say living in the moment. It is very important to understand the terms as well, because we have so many definitions, so many perspectives, and so many understanding. Contrary to the popular belief, living in the moment doesn't mean emptying your mind of all sorts. Your mind will never keep quiet. The job of your mind is to think, and your mind is gonna be on continuous thinking and will bring thought forms, thought patterns. It is up to you what you need to feed in your mind, because whatever you're going to feed in your mind, that is what you're going to get. It means actually focusing on whatever you are doing so as not to be aware of the passing time. So living in the moment actually means being focused, being engaged in what are you doing, and not waiting for the time to pass by. In other words, when you're living in the moment, you do not notice the minute hand ticking by, because you're so consciously absorbed in action. So yes, it's very important when you are engaging yourself in living in the moment. It means that you're so focused in doing what you're doing. You're so engaged with your body, mind, and spirit, and you're so conscious of what are you doing that you do not see the time passing by. That is what is living in the moment means. And you don't necessarily have to be sitting quietly and still to experience the now. So many people think that if I have to experience living in the now, I have to sit quietly in a place and experience stillness. No, living in the mind means you're engaged in what are you doing, and you are very absorbed in what are you doing. You're giving your 100% in that moment in what are you doing. It can be simple things as eating your food. It can be simple things as reading a book, doing your dishes, doing your laundry. It doesn't matter of the action, but what matters is the mental, the physical, and the spiritual, and the emotional application to what are you doing. The key is to be emotionally vested in neither the past nor the future. Instead, you might consider the past to be information, knowledge, experience, and the future to be nothing more than a projection of possibilities. So we have this tendency Many people have this tendency actually to be very stuck in their past, trying to correct their past, and so that it doesn't affect their future. So they are caught up in the past and they are caught up in the future, but they're missing the present. When the past is already gone, you should consider the past as a misalignment if it was not the way you wanted it to be. You got information, you got knowledge, you got experience. So use that instead of trying to correct it in your present so that you can have a better future. The future is not written in stone. The future can be changed at any time because you are the co-creator of your reality and nobody else is doing that. And your life is created in your mind first. So it's very important. What do you feed your mind with to be able to live in the present so that you don't have to worry about the future and you can let go of the past. So why do we worry? Worry is part and parcel of life, and fear. And fear is a protection mechanism of humans. So worry forms part of fear. So there is always an underlying fear when there is worry. So it's part of fear. And being fearful is a normal protection mechanism that all human beings have. But both in excess are not healthy. So you cannot have compulsive fear. You cannot have compulsive worry because that will affect your health in a very negative way. So it is very important to understand the difference between worry and concern. So what is the difference? Many of us don't know the difference. When we are concerned about something, we are more likely dealing with a real problem, with realistic solutions. So when you're concerned about something, you are not overwhelmed, you don't have anxiety, you don't feel out of control, you don't feel lost, but you feel very grounded. You know very well what you have to do, what action you have to take to get the desired result. That's concern. We may worry about, then once we do whatever we can to address the problem, we are willing to live with the outcome. This is when you're concerned. On the other hand, what is worry? Worrying, on the other hand, involves unrealistic thinking. We may worry about a problem that doesn't really exist or dwell on all the bad things that can happen as a result. Then we feel unable to deal with the outcome. To better understand why do we experience such circumstance and situation of worry and fear, we need to understand our mind, more specifically what we call our emotional mind, which is in scientific terms called the subconscious mind. So what is the difference between your subconscious and your conscious mind? This is what we're gonna look at. So as you can see, your subconscious mind represents 10% of your mind. Let me make this diagram a little bit bigger so that we can all see it. Yeah. So as you can see, your conscious mind is 10% of your mind. And your conscious mind has willpower, short-term memory, logical thinking, and critical thinking. Whereas your subconscious mind, which you are kind of not aware of, you have your, let's put it here, you have your belief, you have your emotions, that's why we call it the emotional mind, you have your habits, you have your values, you have your protective reactions, you have long-term memory, you have imagination, and you have intuition. So that's why it is very important to understand what are you experiencing, from where it is coming. It is coming always from your subconscious mind. Why it is coming from your subconscious mind? Your body is nothing but an instrument of your emotional mind. So this was a diagram that was given long time back to understand how we function. I hope everybody can see it. I apologize. I thought it would be good on the screen, but it seems not to be good on the screen. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's put this. So as you can see, you have your conscious mind, which is your 10%. You have your subconscious mind, which is your 90%. And then you have your body. Yeah. And then you have your physical senses, the ability to see, the ability to hear, the ability to touch, smell, and taste. All these physical senses that you have on in your body allows you to experience life. And what they do, whenever you experience life, they bring the information from that experience and they give it to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, its job is to process it and to send it back to the subconscious mind. Your body is only a result, an emotional result of it's an instrument of your emotional mind, which means that your emotional mind has full control over your body. Your body is just a vehicle. Your body doesn't know how to behave and what to do on its own. It should receive the instruction from your emotional mind, and then it will go into certain behavior. This is when you start taking an action, and from those action, obviously you're going to get result. That's why when we want to change the result in our life, what we need to do, we don't need to change our action. We need to go and see what is sitting in our subconscious mind. So our body is an instrument of our emotional mind, and our emotional mind is like a computer which have files in it, just like an operating system of a computer. All your experiences are saved into your computer, which is your emotional mind. And from time to time, when you have a situation which presents itself, your computer is going to run the files and tell your body what to do. That's why human beings are a being of habit. We can create habit in us. We do create habit in us. Whatever we do in life has come out of a habit. So when we have something that bothers us in our life, what we need to do, the first thing is to go and check in our subconscious mind what kind of files we have. And these files are called belief system, belief programming, and it's called paradigm. So conscious change in your life, you have to go to your subconscious mind to be able to do it. So what are belief system? For those who don't know what they are, a belief is defined as an acceptance by the mind that something is true or real, often underpinned by an emotional or spiritual sense of certainty. Our whole human behavior leading to our existence are based on our beliefs. Beliefs are like self-fulfilling prophecy. They work like this. Your belief influence your emotions. Your emotions influence your actions, and your actions influence your result. Like everything else in life, there are some beliefs that bring us positive results. There are some beliefs that bring us negative results. Those bringing us negative results are called self-limiting belief. The reason why they are called self-limiting belief, because they design self-sabotaging pattern in you. Things where you feel that you're always stuck, you attract the same kind of negative pattern. You seem not knowing where are you going, what you should do. These are called self-limiting belief. So now let's see. Let's have a look of what kind of possible limited beliefs you have that stop you from living in the moment. You have all kind of fear. You have fear of rejection. You have fear of being unworthy. You have fear of being judged and criticized by others. You have fear of failure, fear of the unknown. Many people who fear the future, they have the fear of the unknown. Are they real? No, they are not. They are created by your mind to keep you safe. Can you get rid of them? Yes, you can bring your fear into concern so that it is balanced with you, so that you have the ability to act and to behave and to bring the desired result in your life. Because we have these fears based on previous experiences, some might not even be ours, but they keep us on a constant worry. These are the fears that I have seen in most people I have worked with most clients I have worked with. And you can also have a belief based on your previous experiences that learning something new is hard. So when you're in a moment, you're learning something new, you might have a belief which says that learning something new is very hard. It will change your routines, which means that it will bring you out of your comfort zone. And believe me, many people don't like going out of their comfort zone because being out of their comfort zone is uncomfortable. But unfortunately, growth only happens out of your comfort zone. You will have to learn again and get adjusted to new routines where you might fail or be criticized or judged by others. So when you are scared to learn something new and to bring changes in your life, you might have an underlying fear based on your previous experiences. That's why you're stuck in the past, that if you fail, you might be criticized and judged by others. You might be humiliated as well, and others might make fun of you. So you prefer to avoid, or you're very worried when you have to go through the situation. Being always worried about the future comes from lack of confidence. So people who are always worried about the future, always worried about the unknown, they make as if the future is going to be so bad, that the future doesn't look good, that they have to control everything. It's a lack of self-confidence, and lack of self-confidence only comes when you don't know where are you heading in life, where you are walking a path that has been designed by you, by someone else. If you have clear-cut goals in life, you will have confidence to go through. You might also have a belief about time, that time is limited. There is not enough time. You are constantly fighting with a clock made to make the most of it. If not, you fear life will be soon over. You might miss opportunities and be left behind by others. So what do? You don't engage in what are you doing. You multitask. You spread yourself all around because you don't want to miss anything. You have this fear that time is not enough. You have to learn so much. And if you don't learn so much, others are going to learn, and they're going to be above you, and they're going to be ahead in life, and you will be left behind. And this also comes with the fear of being unworthy, the fear of being judged and criticized, the fear of failing. So what you do, you multitask, and you have so much on your plate, more than you can chew. And what happened at the end of the day, you have fear, you have worry, you're overwhelmed, you have anxiety, you have stress, and you can start something and you can never finish it. So it's as if you have started 10 things and you have not finished even one single of them, because you're so scared that if you don't do all of this, you will be left behind. And that's not healthy. And also, it doesn't make any point of starting 10 things when you cannot even finish one. Better you start one, focus on the one, and finish. You may also have a belief that you will have to repeat the same mistake of the past in the future, or the future is a burden. Your head gets fogged with your head gets fogged with too many scenarios that you cannot engage fully, being present in the moment. So you are so caught up in your past experiences, you're so caught up of not making the same mistakes as the past, and you feel that the future is such a burden. How you're going to deal with the future, that the future is going to be so hard to deal with. And what happened? Your mind get fogged. And when your mind get fogged, you cannot fully engage in what are you doing, because your energy is all over the place. You also might also have a belief which is that you need to be in control of every bits and pieces of your life. There is a difference being in control and being disciplined. We always mistake these two. So being disciplined in your life is, you know where you're heading in life and you're walking toward those goals. Being in control is having the fear of failing, the fear of not knowing, and the fear of things are going to slip out of your hand. So that's tiring, very, very tiring. So that is what is meant by you need to be in control of every bits and pieces of your life, because this is how you have been taught, or you have learned to move forward in life. If you are not in control, you feel lost, you feel your life is falling apart. All these belief systems are actually conditioning that you have received as a child. All our belief system is built in our mind from the age of 0 to 7. At that point, our subconscious mind is like a sponge, and our subconscious mind is start building files for us for life. And those files become our belief system and our belief programmings. We do things, many things that we are not even aware. Why do we do it? And we sometimes we get the result, and we try our best to keep on changing the action plan, and then we keep on getting the same result. And we ask ourselves the question, but this time I was sure I was getting it right, but it's not right. It's because of your subconscious belief system, which you need to address before you want any kind of change in your life. So many of you might be asking the question, can we change the limited beliefs that we have and get rid of our fear? Well, what we have demonstrated on all this limited belief system here, since all this belief programming are in your emotional mind running your lives, yes, all your belief system run your life. You seem not to have any control. Affirmations, yoga, meditation give you only temporary relief. So the question you might be asking right now, how can we change these beliefs programs in our emotional mind, if it is possible? So since your emotional mind is just like a computer program which is outdated and corrupted, we can reformat it just like a computer and get upgraded ones. We can do the same with our belief system in our emotional mind through the use of Theta Healing. Theta Healing is a very beautiful modality that I discovered back in 2019 for bringing changes in my own personal life. I have shifted my life to 180 degrees with Theta Healing by working with my subconscious mind, by changing everything that was not working in my life. I was a person, I was very fearful of the future, and I had to control every bits and pieces in my life. This is how I was living life. It reached to a point where I suffered lots of health ailment. This is when I decided to take a break from the way I was living my life and to find a better way of living it. So what is Theta Healing? Theta Healing technique is a meditation technique utilizing a spiritual philosophy with the purpose of improvement in mind, body, and spirit while getting closer to the creator of all that is. So who is the creator of all that is? The creator of all that is, or creator, which encompasses energy of all that is, universal intelligence, source, the divine, universal law, collective consciousness. It is the energy that is around us and within us. We are energy bodies. Everything in this universe is made out of energy. We have a body because we believe we have a body, and we live on a planet where we need to be atomic bodies to be able to experience life. So what Theta Healing does to you, Theta Healing, we bring you in a relaxation state and we connect you to the energy of all that is. We do what we call belief and feeling work. All our belief is linked to an emotion and to a feeling. That's why it's very important to do both work together. It is a non-invasive modality, which means that you don't go through a surgery. There is no machine that is connected to you, but it is just a therapy that allows you to bring shift in your life, because you are taken on what we call the theta brainwave. The theta brainwave is very powerful. It allows you to access your subconscious mind. So when we are in a deep theta state, our thoughts and words become much more powerful. In that state of relaxation, we use what we call the window of reconciliation that allows us to change memories easily and quickly. When a belief is recalled, the wiring between the neurons becomes fluid. It takes a few hours before the connection reconsolidates, and in that window of time, change can happen easily. So when you are on a deep theta state, so your theta brainwave is activated, what happens is that your emotional mind, your subconscious mind, has no notion of time and space. So when we activate a memory from where you picked up a belief system, which is a limited belief system, which creates self-sabotaging patterns in your life, creates unnecessary worry and fear, your subconscious mind is assuming that it is happening again. That is the reason why we are able to access that memory, to shift that memory, to shift that belief system into a positive one. This is what we call the window of reconciliation. So every belief system that you get by through experiences, it creates a neuron path in your mind, so that next time when you experience the same situation, your body knows, your emotional mind know what kind of signal to set your body, and so that it can behave in a certain way. So when you recall a belief, you recall a memory, sorry, and then you shift the belief system, the neurons get rewired. Yes, it does get rewired, and it's real, and we can do it. I have done it on myself. I do teach Theta Healing as well because I love the modality so much, and I have witnessed changes in people who came to me and wanted to change their life. So what do you gain out of Theta Healing when you do Theta Healing healing session on yourself? And or you want to learn the modality, obviously. So what will you gain after a Theta Healing session? You become more self-aware. You have self-awareness. Self-awareness is very important. The greatest changes begin when we look at ourselves with interest and respect instead of judgment and denial. When we invite our thoughts and feelings to awareness, we have the opportunity to learn from them instead of unconsciously reacting to them. And we increase our awareness of reality by being willing to encounter our personal truth. Being aware allows us to empower ourselves to bring the changes we need in our lives to live better. Self-awareness empowers you to live the life you have always desired. You would have clarity and focus to know where you're heading in life. And it also gives you the learning of self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is an ever evolving process, and it is up to each of us to get the process in motion. The more you're going to accept yourself, the more you're going to bring these changes you would like to have in your life, because you have to be in one place to be able to move forward in life. You will learn to let go of the past, let go of things that has happened instead of remaining in prison what your abusers, police, or other negative people in your life believe about you. You will learn to let go of your negative thought patterns, of your emotions, because you know what? How it will happen? Because we're going to go and change your belief system. It is also taking ownership of ourselves. Being able to take ownership and responsibility for your own needs and wants, determine what you want and what's important to you and for you, and balance time and energy to work toward them. This is what Theta Healing gives you. You take ownership of yourself. You put yourself as a priority. You take responsibility of your needs and your wants, and you know exactly what you want in life. And that's very important. People don't have self-confidence when they don't know what they need in life. And these two are very linked. You will also stop blaming or be defensive or be a victim. Taking responsibility for your happiness or unhappiness and your part in disagreements and problems in your relationship, whether or not your partner does the same, you will make amends for your contribution by having healthy boundaries. So it's very important to have healthy boundaries in any kind of relationship you have, whether it is with a romantic partner or whether it is with other people. We live on a planet here. We are all connected with each other. We cannot live by ourselves. We need connection. When we need connection, we build the relationship. And when we build relationship, we need to know how to have healthy boundaries so that we can take care of ourselves. And also after this session of Theta Healing, you will have fears dissemination. Fears are created by the minds to keep us safe so that we do not hurt ourselves. But fears also keep us imprisoned in the past or future or in our past experiences. When we bring the shift in ourselves by changing the way, our perspective about life, by changing our belief patterns, the fears that we have cease to exist. And also you will benefit You will enjoy the benefit of living in the present moment. And there are lots of benefits. You will have a better health. By reducing stress and anxiety, you avoid many of the associated health consequences, such as high blood pressure, heart diseases, and obesity, as well as improving psychological well-being. You improve your relationships. Being with unavailable people is a struggle, and building relationship with them is extremely difficult. So you will improve your relationship. You will have relationship which will allow you to grow and to evolve and to transform. You will contribute to those people life. You will get support and contribution from them. That's healthy relationship. You will have greater self-control. You will have greater self-control over your body, over your mind and emotions. So your life will not be an emotional roller coaster, but it will be a life which is constant, where you're not overwhelmed by things when it happened, but you have the clarity, you're grounded to take the necessary step to bring corrective measures and to get the results that you're looking for. And it will allow you not that you are not at the mercy of a racing mind. So anxiety, stress, and sometimes depression makes your mind goes and become a monkey mind, where you have all kind of scenarios going right and left, up and down, where as if your thought have control over you. That will stop. So that is a benefit of living life in the present moment. And also, if you're unable to do it, to understand from where it's coming, and also to be able to bring the changes. And Theta Healing allows you to do all of this. So here we come to the end of this webinar. And before we go to the Theta meditation, if you have any question, please ask me. I am more than happy to answer any of you. If you have any question, you can write it on the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask me. Would you like to know how a theta, would you like to know that how long a theta session lasts? A theta session is 1 hour. So when you come to see me, we work on the issue that you have. For example, you will come and tell me, I am always fearful when the month's end is nearing, because I'm fearful I won't be able to pay my bill. And that brings lots of anxiety and stress to you. So we can work on that. Or you might come and tell me you're always very scared of public speaking, or when you are among many people, you cannot speak, you kind of freeze even though you prepare yourself. Those are the kind of issues we can work on. Or you can also come with issues where you tell me that it seems that your mind has power over you, and your mind keep on creating all type of movies and scenario, and you are so negative about life that you can't find anything positive, that you're always sad, you're always very depressed, you don't like going out, you don't like socializing with people, you always have the fear that you have to take care of yourself, of the future now, or the future is more powerful than you. These are the kind of issues that we work with Theta Healing. So anybody has any question? Yes, please tell me. Should I unmute you? You can unmute yourself, Kemo. Or you can write it on the chat.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am, for the very nice and very informative presentation. I have just a question, because a lot of things, main thing is the fear, which we have talked about a lot, about the fear and the concern, worry. And I just wanted to know the phobia, the person which is having phobia type of thing.
Yes.
So if you can, why exactly the fears is a sort of emotion, as you explained, is a sort of emotion, which is in the excess is not good, and which is less is also not good. So how we define?
So if you have phobia, how does your fear become a phobia? When your fear is very compulsive. Okay. So for example, I am standing at a zebra crossing. Okay. And it is red. I am not allowed to cross. but still I take the risk and I cross the road. So the fear that I will be hit by something is very real. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now the light, the traffic light is green. I am allowed to cross the zebra crossing, but still I am so fearful. I cannot even go on the crossing. So that's phobia.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make sense. The fear doesn't make sense.
Okay. That's right.
So we can treat that. We can treat that. The reason why people has phobia and the fear has become so excessive. First of all, they might have experienced a trauma in their life. So not everyone know how to deal with the trauma. So when we go through traumatic experiences in our life, especially when we are children, what we do, we park it somewhere in our mind. And that become a survival mechanism. So every time if you encounter similar situation, your mind will tell you no, no, no. But then the same situation will not happen again. There is very less chance, but your mind keep on keeping you in this rut. Yeah, that again it will happen. Or sometimes you have seen somebody experiencing it and you have been engaged so much into that experience that now you have created a fear in your life. If I do this, this will happen to me, even though it will not happen. So you keep on creating it based on what you have experienced, what you have seen, what you have heard. Let's take an example of 2020. We had coronavirus. Everybody was very fearful. Everybody said that the world might end, the virus might kill everyone. So what happened to people? People went into lots of fear. Even though the virus, I understand the virus is affecting people, but any virus that this world had since Spanish flu is affecting people, isn't it? Yeah. But it's still this time, because it was so, information was so available, people were scared to see their own people.
Right.
Yeah. So that's phobia. That's phobia. It doesn't make sense. So we can deal with all of this, because fear, phobia, worry, you should have concern in your life. Obviously, if you're a person, you have a family responsibility on you. You have the concern, I need to take care of my family. I need to go to work. But then if that's concern, that's normal, that's logical, that's part of life. Now you have a family, you're working, you're still earning, and you're taking care of your family, but you're in constant worry. Oh my God, tomorrow, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen to my work. That's unnecessary worry.
That's right. Because living in the future, yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So if you look at a person who is constantly not living in the moment, because see, also people did not have the true definition of living in the moment. People thought living in the moment, okay, I have to empty my mind. I need to be in a meditative state. No, living in the moment is being engaged in what are you doing right now. So if you have a family to take care, obviously you have to work. Obviously you have to provide for them. But then it should be natural. It cannot be like, oh my God, constantly, oh my God. That's not healthy at all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
you.
You're
welcome. Anybody else have any question? If no one has any question, we will start the meditation. So the meditation, I will take you on a theta state. There will be a music on the background because we are in a webinar setting. So what actually is a theta meditation? A theta meditation, I will take you in a deep relaxation state, and you will be on your theta brainwave, and I will give you downloads. Downloads, they might seem like affirmation, but I am actually touching your neurons. And then this is where it is happening. So I'm kind of rewiring your neurons. This is what we call downloads in Theta Healing. In Theta Healing, we download what we call belief programs, and we also download feelings, because sometimes we don't know what it feels like to feel a certain way. And when we give a download of a belief system, it is very important to add a feeling to it, because we humans, emotions and feelings are ingrained in our DNA. So it's very important to feel as well. So make yourself comfortable. You can lie down or you can sit down. But just make sure that your back is in a very comfortable position, that it doesn't pain, because it's very important. It will make you uncomfortable during the meditation and it will hurt after. So just let me know if you can hear the music. That's okay, yeah? Everyone can hear the music? Just write it on the chat for me. Okay, make yourself in a very comfortable position. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth. Inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now bring a smile on your face. As soon as you bring a smile on your face, you will be connected to your heart. Allow yourself to be connected to your heart. Now when you reach your heart center, take another deep breath in. Inhale from your nose with lots of awareness and patiently. Allow the breath of life to fill your lungs and feel how each molecule of oxygen you're breathing in is filling up each and every cell of your body. And feel how alive you are. And when you exhale, let go of every expectation you have from yourself and others. Just allow yourself to be present in the here and now. So deep inhale and deep exhale. Allow your body to go in complete relaxation. Now visualize this beautiful golden light in your heart center. Allow this beautiful light to go down your hips, down your leg, down your feet, and allow it to go down to the heart center of Mother Earth. And from the heart center of Mother Earth, bring up that beautiful golden energy up your feet, up your leg, up your hips. Allow it to go through your whole body until it reaches the top of your head and it becomes a beautiful bubble of light. Notice the color of the bubble, it's your bubble. Now visualize yourself being in that bubble of light. You are safe and protected in the bubble. Allow the bubble to leave the space where you are and allow it to go higher and higher and higher and higher into the sky. Your bubble is passing through the stars, the moon, the planet, the galaxies, and the universe. You are now at the edge of the universe. And from the edge of the universe, you can see these layers of light. Allow your bubble to go through these layers of light until you reach a beautiful golden light. Allow your bubble to go through this beautiful golden light. Your bubble is now passing through a thick jelly-like substance. Allow your bubble to go through it. Allow it to go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Your bubble is now passing through a beautiful pink mist. Allow it to go through this pink mist higher and higher and higher and higher. Your bubble is now in a beautiful tingling white light. Allow it to go as high as you can into this beautiful tingling white light. In this light, there should be nothing except the light. If you're still seeing people, cars, building, you're still seeing your normal life, go higher and higher and higher and higher until you don't see anything. Good. Now allow your bubble to dissolve. All you can see around you, all you can feel around you is a tingling white light. The more you allow yourself to be with this light, the more relaxed you feel. And the more relaxed you feel, the more you feel you will become one with this light. Now take a deep breath in and say in your heart, I am part of all that is. I am never separated. I am part of all that is. I am never separated. Now, do I have the permission to download each and every one of you with unconditional love of the creator of all that is? If you would like to receive that, please say yes. And do I have the permission to download each of you that you're worthy, you're deserving, it's possible and it's safe for you to be connected to the creator of all that is, and the creator of all that is and God and the universal love are the same. If you would like to receive that, please say yes. Thank you. That you're worthy of receiving instant healing, that your body is a miracle. It knows how to heal instantly. If you would like to receive that from the highest truth of the creator, please say yes. Thank you. Now, do we have the permission to download you with creator's definition of joy, creator's definition of happiness, creator's definition of fun, creator's definition of freedom, creator's definition of kindness, creator's definition of appreciation, creator's definition of responsibility, creator's definition of patience, and creator's definition of detachment, of living life and living in the present moment and finding excitement, enthusiasm, and fun in everything that you do. If you would like to receive that, please say yes. Thank you. Just relax to receive them. Would you like to know what it feels like to have joy? What it feels like to be happy? What it feels like to have fun in life? If you would like to receive that, please say yes. Would you like to know that it is possible for you to find excitement and to be engaged in everything that you do? Would you like to know what it feels like to be engaged, focused, to be dedicated, devoted in everything that you do? If you would like to receive that from the highest truth of the creator, please say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to be loved and accepted? What it feels like to be seen, to be heard, to be listened to be supported, to be cared for, to be acknowledged, to be visible? If you would like to receive all of this from the highest truth of the creator, please say yes. Thank you. Now, do we have the permission to release from you the fear of rejection, the fear of being unworthy, the fear of being judged and criticized, the fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, the fear of change, the fear of time is not enough? If you would like to receive all of this and release all of this to God's light, please say yes. And let's release together all the memories, the free-floating memories, negative cellular memories, the trauma, the traumatic imprints, all the perception, interpretation that you had about all of this. Let's release all of this to God's light and download you with the highest truth of the creator of all that is. If you would like to receive that, please say yes. Thank you. Would you like to know what it feels like to be able to move forward in life without having the fear of failing, without having the fear of falling apart, without having the fear of committing the same mistake as the past? Would you like to know that it is possible for you to learn from your past, to take the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience, and to let go of everything else? Would you like to know that you are worthy and deserving of living your life in the present? Enjoy every moment of this life. And would you like to know also that you are the co-creator of your reality, that you are co-creating your future by making choices now, that you have the right to choose, that you know how to choose, that you're a good decision maker and you know how to take decisions. You have clarity and focus, discernment and trust. You know how to believe in yourself when it comes of taking decision. If you would like to receive all of this from the highest truth of the creator, please say yes. Thank you. Would you like us to download you with that you understand how to relax, that you know how to be smart, that you know how to learn smartly and quickly, that you know how to slow down so that you can learn? If you would like to have all of this from the highest truth of the Creator, please say yes. Thank you. And we have the permission to teach you what it feels like, that you know how to, and you do live your life without doubt, that you know what it feels like, you know how to, and you do live your life without anger, you know what it feels like, you know how to, and you do live your life without fear and anxiety and stress and depression and also phobia, that you know what it feels like, you know how to, and you do live your life without regrets. If you would like to receive all of this, please say yes. Thank you. Now take a deep breath in and release. Now, do we have the permission to clear and align all your chakras, balance your right and left brain, balance all the hormone, chemicals, vitamins, and minerals in your body, and also align your heart with your mind? Would you like to have that from the highest truth of the Creator of all that is? Please say yes to receive. And do we have the permission to download all these downloads at all your four belief levels across time and space, in between life dimension and realities, in any spoken, written, or learned languages? And all these downloads and healings are for your highest and your greatest best. If you would like to receive them, please say yes. Thank you. Let's give our gratitude to the Creator for these beautiful downloads and healing. And let's also download you with the ability to know that you're worthy of receiving instant healing, that the healing has been instant. And we disconnect ourselves from the outcome of those downloads. Thank you. And do I have the permission to download each and every cell of your body with unconditional love of the Creator of all that is? If you would like to receive that, please say yes. Thank you. Take a deep breath in and release, and see yourself being washed in a waterfall of light. Now visualize powerful, huge golden roots coming from the heart center of Mother Earth, climbing through your feet, your leg, and your hips, and it goes up to your crown chakra. You're completely covered with the grounding energy of Mother Earth. You're present into your physical body and into your physical space. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in and open your eyes. And let me know how everybody's feeling. Just send me a chat if you want, or you have any question. I just want to make sure everybody's fine before I disconnect this webinar. So let me know. You're fine, Rita. You're grounded, yeah? No dizziness, no walking on the clouds. Okay, good. Nanette, let me know. How are you feeling? And Kemo also. Ah, thank you. I'm happy you're feeling good. Kemo, how are you? I just want to make sure that you're properly grounded. Are you back? Okay, Kemo is not replying. Maybe he's asleep as well. Check with creator. Yeah, he's asleep. So thank you so much for joining in today. And if you would like to experience Theta, you can book a session with Illumination for a one-to-one. And I will see you all. I am very grateful that you guys joined today and we went through this together. And I was able to give you information that you were looking for and for this beautiful meditation. Thank you so much and good night and sleep well. I'm sending you all lots of love. Bye.